Hi, my name is Heather Shiloh, and this is my data protocol worksheet or handout. This would be the front of the page. It has a nice little graphic kind of showing that this, works in a circular pattern, essentially. You're going to start with looking at what's your target for change. So what are we trying to answer by looking at our data? What are we seeing going wrong? And kind of starting off at that point. Then we're going to go to how did this happen or how did it occur. This is going to be our first data dig. The back side of this handout would give kind of a place to record that information and have it handy. After that, you're going to look at what can be done to reach the target. We're going to obviously let some time pass, collect some new data, and then look and see if the plan was effective, are there revisions needed, and then you would start the process all over again. This would be what the back of the page looks like. There's a place for your targeted behavior to be looked at would go, and then each of these columns would kind of be how you filter through your data. So an example of that would be if I'm going to look at how we can improve fall A reading as far as high-risk student rates, I can look at the current high-risk student rate. So in this case, we had 35% of the students in the high-risk category. That was 16 students out of the 45. In my building, we have a high ESOL rate of students or population. So I first thought to look at the ESL students and see, what percentage they make up of that high risk category. In this case, there was 10 of the 16 students were ESL, 6 were not. Of that, I thought maybe having an absence might contribute. So that was my second filter of information. In the ESL, there were 7 that weren't chronically absent, 3 that were. In the not ESL, there were 4 that were not chronically absent and 2 that were. So it doesn't seem like there is a huge correlation between absences and being at high risk. So my conclusions were that there is a high rate of ESOL students in that high-risk category of the A reading assessment. Students that are attending school, the ESL/OL students in class may need supports greater than what we are given.